Good morning. It is Sunday, May 16, 2015 in Ocean Beach, California, 92107. It's an unusual day. It is overcast and raining, which we need, but very unusual. I'm doing my part to collect our rainwater by, see that gutter in the middle? That's going to collect all the rainwater into that 55-gallon drum. That's going to get upgraded to more capacity later. More to be seen on that later. So here's our garden tour for the summer. We're basically prepped. These are my roommate's buckets. He has a bucket system just so we know that there are, my roommate has some stuff going and I have some stuff going, so we kind of do things, independently, but that's okay in a good way. Pretty much everything you see here is tomatoes and peppers. The vast majority are peppers. These are all container gardening. I love it because we can move stuff around. The exception would be the blueberries. These are, of course, container blueberries, but these are not peppers or tomatoes. Season's over. Zoom in a little bit. Last remnants of the blueberries. Heavily fertilized right now. They're about to take a big season. That's a big growth peak, rather. That's why I've lifted the sunshade, or not sunshade, I'm sorry, the bird shade, so they can actually get in there. And here's my newest plantings: pepper, pepper, pepper. And this is what one of those. Oh, sorry, we have airplanes that fly overhead, but this is what one of those tomatoes looks like. I'll show you a tomato in a moment, but look how big it gets just by being in a bigger pot. So, my basic principles are heavy mulch, heavy compost. Here we go, we got some basil. We have a purple variety, green variety. Can't keep up with it. And here's my planter box. Now, we have two planter boxes. My roommate maintains this planter box right here. I maintain this planter box. And this box is almost, at this point, I think, totally self-sustainable. And the reason for that is because of vermicomposting and redworms. You'll notice there's a trench in the middle here where there's no basically mulch on top, and there's a lot of food scraps. That's because there's worms living in there, and the worms will eat and excrement castings, and those castings will eventually, the roots of these plants right here will find that, and they're going to be amazing. They can actually it helps with pest prevention, it helps with water retention. It's amazing. It does everything. Here we have some apricot trees. These were donated from a neighbor, fantastic friend and neighbor, good guy named Paul. And we have a couple more of my plant containers. Right here we have the strawberry patch. Just to emphasize how awesome OB is, these were donated from our neighbor, just literally right over there. She gave us starts. Jeff, my roommate, planted them, and all of a sudden, boom, we have a strawberry patch. My next step to help with the project is I'm going to make it go vertical, Maverick, Top Gun style, and we're going to go upwards here. So I'm going to do that soon, more for that. Have a couple boxes just hanging. Got these off Craigslist, pretty cheap, and put them in there. Just some zinnia flowers, zinnias, I'm not sure. African blue basil, it is awful tasting, but the bees love it, so we want bees in the garden. And a couple herbs. We have madrum, whatever you call it, and tarragon. This is my compost bin. Just built this exclusively with scrap wood. The only dollars I spent on this were on paint. And I just cut it and made it kind of, did some artistic work, and now I have a compost bin. Scraps, and actually what I mean by that is materials. I have mulch, soil, compost from Miramar Greenery, all free, and rainwater collection system. Again, fat gutter, and water goes in.